Art, at its most basic level, is simply lines, shapes, and color.
So I think that's how I relate to Matisse, in terms of how he expresses himself through these elements.
Henri Matisse helped revolutionize modern art through his bold use of color and flowing sense of design. Although born in the 19th century, his impact is still felt today on artists like Kelvin Ming Young and Yvette Diaz.
The way he handled color is a gift to any painter or anyone who loves color and works with color, but also his persistence, that no matter what life threw at him, that he kept going and he found a way to keep making. To remind each of us that we don't have to let life defeat us no matter what our process is, and we can adapt, and we as artists can make things work no matter what.
The play The Color of Light looks to Matisse in his later years and how he continued to push himself to try new things.
Through the stained glass windows, colors are added, and they come alive. They're always moving, vibrating, but always soft.
His drive to innovate impressed artist Kelvin Ming Young.
When we saw the play about how Matisse, changed the way he worked, later on in his life, I realized that, I was doing the same thing too, is really adopting the way I work to my situation as opposed to letting the situation or to control my work.
Ming Young started painting on canvas, and now he creates digital images on an iPad. Both styles of his work are on display, along with Diaz's paintings, as part of Radiant's art exhibit. The exhibit was designed in conjunction with Vantage Theatre's world premiere production of The Color of Light. It's all part of a confluence of theater, visual art, gallery space, and a diverse group of artists.
And the aim of all this confluence, of all these different people coming, is to create beauty. So this is, hopefully, a work of art about art.
Vantage Theatre prides itself on doing new work and work that has something to say. In this case, the play says something about art and its importance in our culture.
Well, I think it addresses the false dichotomy between art and spirituality and religion.
I call upon that which is holy in me, and ask it to be revealed in my work.
Your work isn't religious.
Oh, all art is religious if the artist is sincere.
The play presents the increasingly intimate but platonic relationship between the aging Matisse and a young nun.
She approached him about creating a stained glass window for the chapel at her convent. So because of his great feelings for her, he not only agreed to make a stained glass window for the chapel, but to create a whole new chapel. This, of course, caused a stir.
Not just because he was an atheist. The Mother Superior was also appalled by his art.
Childlike lined graffiti!
It is the drama reduced to the
Horrible!
But Matisse tries to win her over to his vision for the chapel.
When you first enter, you will see the tree of life, the way to heaven. The walls are glazed tile, painted white. I'll paint them and then glaze them again, and that way they'll truly reflect the light, It's never been done before.
Matisse's insistence on pushing boundaries inspired Salerno.
In order to achieve the impossible, you have to attempt the absurd. I wanted to immerse the audience in these images. We have a certain wow factor that we want to hopefully expose them to in the show, because we used his images, Matisse's images, and so hopefully they will come away with an appreciation of Matisse as an artist as well as a man.
And an appreciation for the role art can play in our lives as something beautiful and transcendent.
Why does art exist, It's to make people feel good, to feel happy about themselves, and to know that there's a reason for living.
Beth Accomando, KPBS News.